Welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at our first section on solving linear equations. So first we need a couple of definitions. The definition of an equation is an expression set equal to another expression. So if you think out to what we know about expressions from the last section, they're any combination of letters and or numbers with operations in between. Okay? And then there's a distinction that we simplify expressions but we solve equations. And there's two things that I want you to keep in mind every time that you're solving an equation. The first thing to think about is that our goal every time we're solving an equation is to isolate the variable. In other words, we want to get that variable, whatever it is, x or n or q, all alone on one side of our equal sign. And hopefully on the other side, we'll end up with a number. The second rule we have to follow is that we have to keep the equation balanced. So get the variable alone, keep the equation balanced while we're doing it. Looking at the addition and subtraction properties of equality, what we're saying with those is that if A is equal to B, then A plus C is equal to B plus C, or A minus C would be equal to B minus C. In other words, if you add or subtract the same amount from both sides of your equation, your equation stays equal. So it stays true. Or you could also think of it as it stays balanced. The multiplication and division property works the same way. That if A is equal to B, then A times C is equal to B times C, or A divided by C is going to be equal to B divided by C. So to put that into words, if you multiply or divide the same amount from both sides, your equation stays equal. So we're going to have a few steps that we're going to look at to solve these simplest equations, the ones that we're going to be starting with today. The first step is to get rid of all numbers that are either being added or subtracted to your variable. And you're going to do that by adding the opposite. Then our second step is going to be to get rid of all of the multiplication or division by multiplying the reciprocal. Remember, that was the number that we found by flipping a fraction upside down. Okay. And then last, you always want to check your answer by evaluating. So like we learned to do back in the previous section. 18.